Welcome back to the Swang Low Podcast Show. It's yours truly, Duroc Crips. What's happening, man? Thanks to everybody for showing up to the round table today. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely most appreciated. And what would be even more appreciated if y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the Swang Low Podcast Show. You know what I'm saying? That's most definitely appreciated and needed. All right, we finna jump right into this thing, man. This is my reaction to the OG schoolyard Crip, Big Drac. You know what I'm saying? So let me run his video clip real quick on the comments that he made. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna get right into this.
Because they had opened up the Crip module over there. I think it was 34, 36, but the Crip module was back on the 3,000 folk. They was doing 6-man sales. The homies was over there. All my homies was over there. My homie Lil Loco was over there. Big Loco over there was over there. Nighttime. Big C Loc was over there. My homie J Bone was over there. My homie, the homies was deep over there. Then the other homies was down there. But
he mentioned there was Durocs over there as well. Is that?
Now, at that time, Durocs couldn't come to the module because Durocs, speaking on green lights, Durocs was having issues with the neighborhood. Because of what happened to Keystone. So really, Duroc really wasn't letting up on it. Not Durocs, excuse me. The 60s wasn't really letting up too much on the Durocs. It was a green light on the Durocs from the road to 60s. You know what I'm saying? Facts. And then, during that year in 95, it wasn't no green light on all the Crips. The only green lights in 95, I remember precisely, was a green light on the Asian boys because they was over there next to us in the Crip module.
Those are TRGs.
The TRGs. It was a green light on the Asian boys, and it was a green light on the Matavillas because they held out on and paying the Mexican mafias their taxes. They the only group that held out to the end because Matavilla by themselves is big. But they couldn't handle that shit going in the county jail because the Southsiders was giving them the blues until they kicked in their taxes and they finally gave in. And other than that, as far as a Crip, like I said, the 60s was still tripping on the Durocs. But not saying that the Durocs couldn't come to the module. The Durocs always came to the Crip module. But during this time, they couldn't come to this module because you had the Rolling 60s in this module with us. They was upstairs on, if I'm not mistaken, on Baker Road. Because upstairs, I think Big Peanut from 60s was up there. I think Kev Mac to be doing them videos. He was over there doing that time. Because my homie Screwy from the set was downstairs. Because the homie from the...
All right. Hey, now let me say this before I jump into what this man just said. All right. Durocs and the schoolyards ain't never beefed. We don't have beef with each other. You know what I'm saying? Never had. You know what I mean? And come on, man, if there was any beef, we wouldn't definitely be in the LA County Jail Crip module on the same tier with these men. It's not gonna happen. Period. All right. But saying that, right now, bro, I don't know if you getting your times misconstrued or, you know what I'm saying, or what, right? I don't know, but you're completely capping when you said that the Durocs couldn't go into the Crip module in 1995 because the Rolling 60s had a green light on us. That's false. That is completely false. We was all throughout that LA County Jail. Not in just the Crip module, but all throughout that LA County Jail. As a matter of fact, I believe the first time I ran into you was in the state module. And then later on, you came into the Crip module after we was already in the Crip module. All right. So let's get that clear. You and I, along with other homies, was in the state module together. Okay. Now, I'm not here to jump into the back and forth argument that you're having with Blue Rag over the content that he put out there on how he recollect things went. You know what I'm saying? That's that man's, thoughts and feelings on how he feel things went. And that's your business on how you choose to respond to what he said about you. Has nothing to do with me. What I'm responding to is you making it seem like the 6-0s had the Durocs completely marked out to the point where we couldn't go into the Crip module back in 1995, and that's false. Me and my homies walked in that motherfucker like 5 or 6 deep at the same time. Okay? It was me. It was Big Crazy D. It was Tutu. It was Blue Crazy D and Blue Rag. Okay, we all went into the Crip module at the same time on the same day together. OSJ came and snatched this up. OSJ Terry, the black bald head nigga. You remember him? You know what I'm saying? Anybody that was in the LA County jail, Crip module, gang module, know who Terry is. All right, and yes, the Crip module was on the 3000 floor, 3400. All right, we was all on Baker Row. Everybody from neighborhood, East Coast, rolling 60s, Harlem, and whatnot was upstairs on Denver Road. So how the fuck, if all the neighborhoods is all upstairs and you know we're kept away from each other? The only times where we really have action at each other, bro, is coming and going back and forth to court, going in them court tanks, in the holding tanks. That's where the Royal Rumbles used to crack off at. Outside of that, them stopping us from being able to come into the Crip module, false, impossible. How? When we not housed with them, they're on a completely different tier. Like I said, we was on Baker Road, all the neighborhoods was on Denver Road, upstairs from us. You feel me? Where there's a cage that blocks you from being able to go up or come down. You know what I'm saying? From upstairs to downstairs, downstairs to upstairs. There's no physical possible way for you to get at anybody. Like I said, the only way was going to court inside the tanks. That's where the Royal Rumbles went down at. So how the fuck did we get marked out from being able to go into the Crip module in 1995? And that this green light existed on us. Because we was all throughout that LA County jail in 1995. That's the year that I got locked up. Okay, all throughout that motherfucker. Wayside, LA Men's Central Jail, you know what I'm saying? All that. In the Crip module, state module, in high power. High power 1750 in the LA County jail, and high power on the 7000 floor, the DPE shit, where they had the head Mexican mafias housed at Big Fox and Little Fox, the those that was putting the green lights on people, including the Crips. You made another mistake and said that there was no green light on the Crips, and it was. Okay, let me highlight out a couple of things for y'all, you know, because these dudes, I know Big Drac, I know him. I don't have nothing bad to say about him at all. You know what I'm saying? The schoolyards is the homies. But what I am here to do is correct you on a couple of things, big bro. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because you were sadly mistaken in a lot of the things that you said. All right. I don't know if you're aware of it or not, but you got to remember, bro, they caught themselves putting a green light on the Crips for a number of different reasons in that LA County jail. And I just remember having so many rides with them behind that. It's crazy. Right. Now, I'm not one to jump on the internet and get to telling all these jail stories like you and a few other people doing. I don't knock nobody for hustling. Get your grind on. Y'all found a lane to be able to jump in, you know what I'm saying, and make money, you know what I mean, and keep your name and your history and all that existing in the eyes of the masses now. That's a wonderful thing. Niggas not out there committing crimes and shit, putting themselves and their freedom back in jeopardy. I love it. Y'all keep doing y'all shit. The only thing is, do it correctly. If you're gonna tell a story correct. You feel me? Don't tell the story to the benefit of you receiving more views and likes, because that's what it come across to me when you sit and tell a blatant lie. I mean, come on, man. It's not that serious to become famous on social media. It really ain't. And really, that shouldn't be your ulterior motive. You know, your ulterior motive should be to take care of your family and keeping yourself out of jail. You know what I'm saying? And trying to show these young niggas a better way. Capping in line for your own self-benefit to make yourself look bigger and more views and likes. That's sad. But look, let me run a couple of things down for y'all because I heard him mention a couple of names in there, specifically Kev Mack, you know what I'm saying, and a few rolling 60s that was up above the tier, you know what I'm saying, on Denver roll, right? I know all of them that was up there. Big Roscoe was up there from rolling 60s. Kev Mack was definitely one of them that was up there from rolling 60s. My nigga cousin Kerry, the one that got shot up with Nipsey. Rest in peace, Nip. You know what I'm saying? But cousin Kerry, you know what I'm saying? Used to be in that motherfucker telling all them crazy stories over the tier. You know what I'm saying? Man, come on, man. Hey, I know all the niggas that was up there. You feel me? Lil No Good. Now, you know what's significant about Lil No Good? And y'all might can refer to Kev Mack, you know what I'm saying, for what I'm about to tell you, a story. It's a little story, you know what I'm saying? And it's to inform the big homie Big Drac on this so-called green light with the Southerners on the Crips and the 6 having a green light on the Durocs and us not being able to go into the Crip module in 1995. Okay, now look, for one, let's be clear. Let's be clear. When we in the Crip module, think about the fact that they had moved the down moves on in the same module with the Southsiders. Okay, think about that for one. They moved the down moves in the same side of the module as the Southsiders. They had made a peace treaty with each other. Okay, part of that peace treaty was them going in there and letting the Southsiders know, them being the down moves, you know, letting the Southsiders know, no, we over here with y'all, we functioning with y'all, we ain't got no beef with y'all, you know. So if y'all want to get out and get on the Crips, hey, handle y'all shit. And the way we gonna let y'all know, you know, that if you see a blood, we gonna tear the pocket off our shirt. We're gonna tear the pocket off our shirt. So if you see anybody coming out the state module with blue and whites on, and the pocket is torn off their shirt, they bloods. It's hands off. But if you see people, blacks coming out this module with the blue and whites on, and that pocket is on there, they Crips. Get them. Okay, that was the agreement that they had came up with the Southsiders. Okay, and anybody that was around at that time that know this is to be fact. All right, and this is what they're doing now. We didn't get up on it. The Crips, we didn't get up on it. We didn't know that they had came to this type of peace treaty, and you know that they had given them the Southsiders the okay to smash a Crip that was coming out the gang module with blue and whites on, because the Crips and Bloods and the Southsiders, we all wore blue and whites. That's only in the gang module, in the state module. The regular rest of the main line and all that, they wear regular blue, solid blues. All right, so bam. Now, mind you, we don't know that they came to this agreement. You know how we found out? Y'all niggas need to do y'all history. And if you're going to speak on stories, speak correctly and know what the hell you're talking about. All right. Now, how we found out about this agreement that the Bloods had came up with the Southsiders, I go to court one day. I'm going to Pasadena court. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe I had started trial at that time, but I was going quite often. Well, this particular day, No Good from Rolling 60s, who's upstairs, who's housed upstairs above us, you know, considered enemigos, so they keep niggas separated. Anyway, he's going to Pasadena court too. Okay, so we go to court. You know what I'm saying? I walk in there, I'm instantly getting plotted on by other ops that's in that motherfucker, blood niggas. You know what I'm saying? From PDL, you know, but hey, we had a policy that we had to go inside the tanks when we went to court. Now remember, during this time, they wasn't separating blacks and Mexicans in the court tanks. This is some more history I'm going to tell you. Bam! We go to court this day, everything normal. We get back on the bus, going back to the LA County jail. Guess what happened? Me and No Good, because we're both out the gang module. They handcuffed me and him together, right? He's handcuffed to my right, to this arm right here, right? So he's sitting to my right side over here. I'm sitting on the window side where I can look out the window and you know what I'm saying? And he's sitting towards the aisle. So bam, me and him handcuffed together. We sitting in the very first seat behind the cages. If you ever been on the LA County Jail bus, you know they when as soon as you hop on the bus, they got cages. They got like 6 cages for the PC niggas and keepaways. You know what I'm saying? So bam. Then you walk through that part, then they got a cage door where they open that up. They gotta unlock that and let the rest of us go back there, the rest of the population. So bam, we sitting in the very first seat when you come through the door behind the cage. Me and No Good from Rolling 60s. Bam. Me and him sitting there talking. You know what I'm saying? Bam. Next thing I know, something is telling me, because while we talking, I'm looking out the window. I'm looking this way. We talking. I'm like, yeah, woo, 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 woo. And something tell me like, turn around, right? So as soon as I turn my head around like this, I see a chain just coming out of nowhere and just bam, it hit No Good in his face and split his head. I seen it just open up instantly from the top of his head all the way down in between the middle of his nose. Right? That was the first swing. So by the time when that happened, I'm like, what the fuck? I look back, there's 2 Southsiders. One is standing, he's behind us. He's standing up on the chair. He's swinging chains. And there's another one in the alleyway that's swinging his chain. They came out their handcuffs. You know, we all had handcuff keys back then. So we was able to come out our handcuffs at any given time. It was mandatory that niggas you have to have handcuffs, man. It was like that vicious in that LA County jail. So anyway, these 2 Southsiders came out their handcuffs, right? Now the nigga that's in the alleyway, the Southsider in the alleyway is the one that made the contact with No Good and split his head wide open. So once he got hit in his head, he was pretty much out of commission. Now, mind you, me and him is chained together. So I'm like, damn, I'm boxed in. So I jump up real fast while this dude is swinging his chain. He's hitting. He's making the dude in the alleyway is making contact. The other dude that's standing up on the chair, he's swinging kind of wild. Mind you, they driving on the freeway while all this is going on, bro. The police driving on the freeway while all this going on. They waited for them to hop on the freeway to start doing their shit on us. So bam. So I hop up and I throw myself on top of No Good. I had to push him like down and behind me. So this arm is out of commission because I'm already handcuffed and it's to him. So he's out of commission. So this one is behind me. So now my body is sitting on top of him, but my legs is out in the alleyway. So I'm trying to do whatever I can to stop this dude from hitting me because he hit me like, man, it had to be like 15 times. You know what I'm saying? Look, it was so vicious. All this whole side, all the skin was down to the meat. From my shoulder all the way down my leg. It was down to the meat. All right. And my hands was all swollen and fucked up because while he's swinging this chain at us, I'm trying to grab the chain. And every time I was able to grab it, he'd snatch it back real fast. It was fucking my fingers up. Every time I did that like 5 or 6 times, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember it was 2 of them swinging the chains, but I'm trying to lock one up and not get hit by this other one. It was happening so fast. Mind you, it was other blacks on the bus that didn't even tell us that these dudes was coming out their handcuffs to take off on us. There was other blacks on the bus. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole other story within itself because one of them, I made sure he got done bad, real bad. You feel me? But look, anyway, we fast forward, go back to the Crip module. When we walk in that motherfucker, everybody like, what the fuck? Because they had to pull the bus over. It was a whole big old thing.
called the ambulance, pulled us off the bus, had the ambulance, come evaluate us and shit. You know what I'm saying? They actually was trying to get us to press charges on these dudes and all. It was a whole big old thing. You know what I'm saying? But no good head was wrapped. He was wrapped up like a mummy, bro. He was wrapped up like a mummy with a big ass bandage in the middle of his head. Ask Kev Mack about that. Ask Kev Mack if you remember that. And ask Kev Mack if you remember the nigga from Duroc that saved, cuz that was me. That was me. You know what I'm saying? Because they all found out he told them what happened and shit. No good told them what happened and shit. And they all thanked me. You know what I'm saying? Offered me all kind of shit. Everybody was in the trip. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that happened. We find out the Dalmos and the Southsiders came up with that thing about snatching a pocket off. So we like, oh, okay, bad. So bad. Everybody came up with a thing, cuz like when we go out to these courthouses and shit, like it's instant smash. You know what I'm saying? So everybody that was going out to court, smashing them in the court tanks, smashing them. Court closing the courthouses down. Niggas couldn't even proceed with they trials and court dates and none of that. All the courthouses were getting shut down. That's why they start separating the blacks and the Mexicans. That's why. So that ain't something that always existed. You know what I'm saying? The reason why that happened now, why y'all got separation like that now, is from what happened to us on that bus and niggas going out handling their business like they were supposed to. So I salute everybody that was in that trip launcher with us. We had a lot of solid ass niggas in that motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? All his homeboys, all the Big DRAC'S homeboys that he named, they was all in there with us. I know them all. Big L Local Mike, Lil L Local Mike, C-Lo, Peanut, all the niggas was up in there with us, bro. All of them. And even Big DRAC, he came up in there later on in the game. You feel me? I believe he was in one of those last cells in the back down the tier. Because Tadoff now, I think Tadoff now from Showline had the last cell, man. Him and Arsenio from Fire Tray Avalon. You know what I'm saying? And a couple of more Crip homies and shit. We all on the same tier, but all of them was in the back of the tier. You know what I'm saying? They had the last cells in the back and shit. They was back there on the homie Throwdown from Compton, from Nutty Block. You know what I'm saying? All them niggas was back there. We was in cell 8 and 9. We was mixed in with the Hoovers and the Insanes, with Big Lottie man from Insane, nigga. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Gumby from Hoover. You feel me? All them niggas was up in that motherfucker, man. Worm, Ricochet, baby Ricochet. You know what I'm saying? Lil Solo from A-Tray, Gangster. It was a million of them up in there, nigga. We was in that motherfucker deep. You feel me? We went in that motherfucker 5-6 thick when we first went in there. Then, you know what I'm saying? Like how we had it, nigga. You know, if we found out homies was coming, if you came to jail, this man, don't you finna hit that module. You know what I'm saying? So homies just start coming, nigga. By the time you know it, we was in that motherfucker like 20 deep. You had me. You had the homie Tick, Gangster Tick. You know what I'm saying? You had Lil Gangster T. You had Big Crazy D, Lil Crazy D, Tutu, Blue Rag, Big Devil, Lil Tiny Low, who go by the name of Duloc now. You know what I'm saying? You had Trade E. You had Willbone. You feel me? Man, we was in that motherfucking thick, bro. You know what I'm saying? We was in cell 8 and 9. You know, and then, the homie Baby Eldor from 99 Mafia was in the cell with us. Him and the nigga Twin from Grape Street. And we know how that turned out between Baby Eldor and Twin from Grape Street. Shout out to my nigga Baby Eldor, 99 Mafia's greatest. That's my local, that's my brother right there. You know what I'm saying? Straight the fuck up. Yeah, nigga, we was in that Crip module, nigga, in 1995, nigga, all throughout that LA County jail, nigga. Didn't nobody have no green light on us. Didn't nobody mark us out. Didn't nobody stop us from going into nothing. Nothing. You feel me? And best believe, once we got into that Crip module, nigga, we going everywhere with big ass blowers. Shout out to my nigga Big Evil from A-Tray Hoover. Real ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Evil from A-Train Hoover. Bro was one of the first ones that came to our cell, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And clipped us up or something decent. That's how it started, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He knew, you know, we was the real ones up in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And he slid us some weed. You feel me? Yeah, we had a whole bunch of party days with the grooves up in that motherfucker and the Insanes. We was in that motherfucker. Best believe that. So didn't nobody have no Durocs, you know, on no green light from the Crip module in 1995, nigga. That ain't never happened, nigga. I was in that motherfucker with you. You feel me? One of the greats. Promise you that. I can name a whole bunch of other niggas that was in that gang module. I promise you that, nigga. You gotta remember, like at that time, all our girls used to come up there together. You feel me? My girlfriend at that time used to hang out with Tay-Dog's girl, Pooh. You feel me? And the homie Baby Spoon from A-Tray Hoover, girl Adrian used to hang out. All of them hung out together, nigga. They used to come up there together, nigga. You feel me? The homosexual, they used to come up there and visit niggas that was in the movie Friday, Jazz. That was his name, Jazz. He's in the beauty shop and in a lot of movies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Somehow, some way, he figured out a way to make himself available for niggas that wanted him in that jail. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna throw no names out there, nigga, but yeah, that's the real. You feel me? So, yeah, I was really up in that motherfucker, boy. Active, active. You feel me? Let's not forget, nigga, we was the ones that when they came up in that motherfucker, I think it was 60 minutes, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That they snatched us all out. We hear an announcement over the speaker, over the loudspeaker, all the Duroc Crips, roll your shit up. You like, what the fuck? Then next thing you know, niggas coming down the tier with cameras and shit. They snatch us out the cell, nigga. They did a whole gang documentary. Nigga, we had all the walls hit up in the cells, nigga. You know what I'm saying? One side of the wall, you had the Hoover hands, the Hoover fingers with they whole roll call on they shit, and the rest of that motherfucker was Duroc this and Duroc that. Blocked up. You feel me? Sent us to the hole, nigga, so they can do a fucking gang documentary, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We sitting in the hole, nigga. Yeah, y'all remember that, cuz? The oldies that was around did, nigga, no, nigga, we sat in that hole, nigga, with no blankets, no sheets, no nothing. You feel me? Like 24 hours, then they sent us back to the Crip module. Yeah, yeah. It was a number of real motherfuckers up in that motherfucking nigga that was on Baker Road and Denver Road. You know what I'm saying? Niggas that was down there with us, it was a whole bunch of real ones. And it was a whole bunch of real niggas up there on that top tier too. You know what I'm saying? You can't forget the nigga J.R. Johnny Ray from East Coast, the twins from East Coast, the Q102s. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole bunch of them up in there. Nigga rap the boots from everywhere. I could name them. No one was there. You feel me? So don't jump on your. Hey, shout out to the. I think the name of his podcast is the Hood Podcast or something like that. Shout out to the Hood Podcast and my nigga Big Drac. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, this ain't no hate video. I don't hate Big Drac. I don't dislike him. You know what I'm saying? I think he just jumped on his YouTube and was talking fast and got some things mixed up in what he was saying because from my recollection, you feel me? From being there, right? On the main line, right? Amongst all these niggas, there was no green light and no Durocs. I don't remember getting thrashed out in there by my 60s. Never. Never. And I know a whole bunch of, like I said, my nigga cousin Kerry, bro, from Rolling 60s. The one that got shot up with Nip. You know what I'm saying? Cuz used to cut my hair. That was my barber. I know this nigga personally. You feel me? From the LA County Jail Crip module to Linwood Crip module. Cuz was in there with me, telling the same stories about having a helicopter on these and all that. You feel me? Like, come on, my nigga. I promise you. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? And Big Drac, you one of them ones. You wanted your homie speak very highly of you, and I know why. Like I said, I was in that county jail with you. You know what I'm saying? Like you, whatever story was told about bro, you know what I'm saying? Bro ain't no buster. He ain't no punk. They call that nigga Crazy Drac for a reason. That's some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just believe, he got on and was kind of fired up on his response back to something that was said about him. I get it, you know what I'm saying? But damn, bro, don't shit on us like that, man. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Niggas didn't have us marked out. Niggas didn't have us not wanting to go on no Crip lines. Nigga, we went right in that motherfucker. And like I said, big burners everywhere we went. Niggas know how we used to pop up out there in that visitor room, nigga. Handcuff keys, every Duroc coming out that motherfucker, nigga. And we sitting with the burners in our laps, ready for action, nigga, because that's where it used to go down at, the visitor room too. Niggas come out them handcuffs, nigga, and get cracking right there in the visitor room, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you was in there, you know. The visitor rooms, nigga, and the tanks, nigga, going to court, nigga. It's going down. Period. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like I said, man, I don't take him away from Big Drac. He's a gangster. He was on his shit in there. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Straight up. You know what I mean? So, and then all the other schoolyards that was in that motherfucker, man, hey, on they shit. On they shit. As they should have been, like everybody else that was in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? What no soft cores coming up in there? Soft core niggas couldn't make it in that motherfucker, man. Big Drac, you know that. You know that. Niggas was in that motherfucking Crip module getting victimized, nigga. The weak couldn't stay in that motherfucker. If you was weak, you wouldn't stand in that motherfucker. You probably wouldn't even gonna make it in that motherfucker. The only time a real weak nigga made it up in that motherfucker is when he had an issue coming. And we know how some of the issues turned out. Yeah. Straight up. But see, I'm not one to jump on, this social media, man, and get to running them stories. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, that's not my place. That's not where I want to be at right now. Not right now. But at some point, and like I said, when I do speak about this type of shit, it's gonna be in a teaching moment. Like right now, this is a teaching moment. There's some people that's getting educated that about some things that was going on back then that may not know, but now you do. And I invite anybody that was around at that time, nigga, to refute anything that I have said so far. Anybody, please step up. The floor is open. Y'all know how we do it at this round table. And if you don't, and if you happen to be a first-time viewer, again, please like, comment, and subscribe to the Swang Low Podcast Show, Duroc Crips. Make sure y'all do that, man. It's free. Cost you nothing. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Here, we bring it here and make it make sense. You feel me? I have an opinion about this situation because I was around at that time. And I know this man. And I know his homie, all of them that he mentioned in this video that I showed y'all. I knew them all. I was in there with them. Amongst everybody else that was in that motherfucker. You feel me? Come on, man. Hey, let's not forget. Y'all remember, look, let me remind some people of some things of an incident that happened in the Crip module in case a nigga want to try to refute if a nigga was in there or not, or if there was any Durocs in there or not. You remember a time when we got into it with the police, and they had took us all off the tee. They took everybody property and mixed it up. They mail, they paperwork, they legal work, everybody shit, they food, you know what I'm saying? Pictures, everything. They took everybody's shit and put it all in one pile, mixed everything up, right? And niggas is out there trying to cipher through what's theirs, what's his, and you know what I'm saying, trying to get it right. And in the midst of that, niggas end up coming across some paperwork on some niggas. I'm not gonna say what it was for. You know what I'm saying? But some paperwork surfaced up on some niggas uh, on some rape shit, raping little girls. You feel me? And if you was in there and you know about this, then you know who I'm talking about and you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you wasn't in there. You wasn't in there. Period. You feel me? But yeah, man, hey, shout out to Big Drac, you know what I'm saying? I would not have had an opinion about anything that you and the homie Blue Rag got going on amongst each other, whatever disagreement that you may have. It's not my business. You feel me? But what is my business is being misrepresented, you know what I'm saying, by somebody that I would actually consider to be an ally. You feel me? You can't misrepresent somebody that was around at that time, bro. You know what I'm saying? We've been dealing with the city. We know what the beef is with the 6-0. We know what was going down around that time. You know what I'm saying? We all got stories about that. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't never marked us off no yard and never marked us out no LA County jail. You know what I'm saying? There was a whole lot of uneven shit going on. Niggas getting jumped and packed out. Yeah, there was a lot of that. But stopping niggas from going somewhere because it was a green light, that no, that's false. That's false. We was all over the LA County jail with them. In the on the main line and in the Crip module and in the state module. You feel me? Shout out to my nigga Lil Evil from 11A East Coast, cuz was in the state module with us. You know what I'm saying? That was my little nigga. We was running around the county jail, two young idiots knocking shit out every day. You feel me? Yeah, facts. It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers I can name off, bro, that was with us at that time, bro. From everywhere. Everywhere. You feel me? But yeah, man, I just wanted to elaborate on that, give y'all a reaction, to the big homie Big Drac saying that the Durocs had a green light on them and couldn't go into the Crip module in 1995. That's false. That's a false narrative. Never happened. We was beefing, yeah. Hell yeah, it was beef. You know what I'm saying? But them stopping us from going anywhere never happened. Never will happen. Period. But it's one more thing that I wanted to bring to y'all real quick, man. I wanted to touch on real quick. You know what I'm saying? That I found to be amazing. You know what I mean? Imagine something happening to your mom's or your father. You know what I mean? For whatever reason, they get into it, and one killed the other. How would you respond? In this situation, what I'm bringing to y'all right now, there was a lady that ended up losing her life to her husband, and the dispute was over smoking cigarettes. I guess they both had agreed that they would never smoke cigarettes anymore. You know what I'm saying? They would never touch it again, and this and that, right? Well, I guess the husband wanted to backslide on that agreement. So the wife reminded him, like, we made an agreement. We're not going to touch them things no more, and this and that. And I guess he felt like, I'm a man, I'm grown, I can do what I want to do, and blah, blah, blah. One thing led to another. He shot and killed this lady over a cigarette. You feel me? And, he go to jail for, so imagine, man, being a kid. This happened to your mom's or your father. You know what I'm saying? But mainly, like, if the man is different, because I'm a man. I'm my mom's son. So if something happened to her at the hands of her significant other, or anybody, bro, I'm going all out. I don't care. I'm going all out. All out. Can you hear me? All out. You feel me? So I thought that this was very recommendable what this young man did on behalf of his moms, although he didn't quite get to, do his shit on this phone. But check this out, man.
London Thomas is seen here in court 2 weeks after his mother's husband ruthlessly gunned her down. He sits down, patiently waiting for the opportunity to attack. London races toward him, and just before he gets to him, officers intervene. 46-year-old Vashon Flowers shot his wife, 50-year-old Jamie Flowers, after the two had previously agreed to stop smoking, but Vashon wanted to go buy some cigarettes, and this caused an argument. Her daughter witnessed the entire incident.
He was irritable and said that he was a grown man. If he wanted to buy cigarettes, he would buy cigarettes.
Paris Jones tried to stop Vashon from hitting her mother.
He got down on the ground and started choking my mother.
He then pulled out a gun.
I heard, "You don't have to do that."
Do you blame him though? Do you blame him for like come on, I'm going all out? That was probably tame compared to what he really wanted to do and how he did it. He tried to bust his move though. That was, that's recommendable to me, man. You feel me? How y'all feel about that though? Would you do the same? Would you attempt to do the same on behalf of, somebody doing something foul like that to your parent? Over a cigarette, over anything, though, it don't even matter. It don't even matter. I'm going all out, bro. Straight up, I'm going all out. I wouldn't have no peace in my mind and my heart. You know what I'm saying? Something like that happened to my mom's, and this fool, you go to jail for? Fuck that. No. I'm gonna have to do some more renegade shit, man. I'm gonna have to get locked up with you, bro. I got to touch you. I got to. So I got that. I don't care. I'm going all out. Period. You feel me? But how y'all doing out there, man? What's going on with y'all summer? I hope everybody is living blessed. You know what I'm saying? And living in their best moment. You feel me? Trying to do something productive, and positive, that people can look at and respect and admire. You feel me? Giving your flowers for it. That's real. I wish the best for everybody. You know what I mean? But look, I didn't want to make this no super duper long video. This is really mainly my reaction to, what Big Drac put out there, you know what I'm saying, for the masses to see and, mislead them in their thoughts on what the Duroc Crips was and wasn't doing back in 1995 in the Los Angeles County Jail Crip module. You feel me? So, yeah, mainly that's just what I wanted to react to, but also show y'all this thing, man, with this young man responding to this creature that killed his moms. You know what I'm saying? Salute you, bro. But yeah, man, but I'm gonna go ahead and close this on off. I thank everybody. I thank all of y'all for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? And showing love and hearing me out. You know what I mean? If anybody got questions or anything, drop it in the comments section. You know what I'm saying? And we can run this back. However motherfucker want to do it, we can run this back, man. And I'm open to all conversation. Straight up. But until the next time, I thank everybody for tapping in, coming back to this round table, you know what I'm saying, and showing the love, like always. And we're going to keep this thing going. It don't stop. You feel me? So until next time, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe too before y'all go. But until next time, man, hey, y'all stay safe out there, stay hydrated, stay loving each other, appreciating each other. And you never know, you might not have it. You never know, man. Always keep that at the forefront of your thoughts. So until next time, love y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. Triple game.